Over the weekend, Liz Cheney herself, the pack leader of the Rhino Sahara Desert, endorsed Comrade Kamala. She cited her reason for this as being a constitutional conservative, because obviously constitutional conservatives should vote for Comrade Kamala.
Of course. In a statement that she gave at Duke University, she says, "I don't believe that we have the luxury of writing in candidates' names, particularly in swing states. As a conservative, as someone who believes and cares about the Constitution, I have thought deeply about this, and because of the danger that Donald Trump poses, not only am I not voting for Donald Trump, I will be voting for Kamala Harris." That is from the lady who, we'll pull this up on the screen, who lost to conservative Hagman 66 to 28% in her primary race in Wyoming. Nobody cares, Liz Cheney. I need everybody to understand this. Twitter X is up in arms about this. There's no reason. Nobody cares.
This is the Cheneys are the most unliked political family.
She's not even in office.
She literally got voted out by the people of Wyoming, like one of the smallest state in the nation by population, and she couldn't even win there. So this lady is irrelevant. She's only famous because of her dad being vice president. So a lady who lost a primary, not even a general election.
Yeah.
She lost a primary 66 to 28, and we're supposed to believe.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Or, I mean, we can believe her. Believe all women.
Believe all women.
But we're supposed to care? Republicans are supposed to be.
Look. The people, I'm reading from CBS News. If you look up Liz Cheney endorsing Kamala Harris off Bing, I know I'm a heathen, I use Bing, you get NBC News, CBS, PBS, CNN, New York Times, Politico, AP News. All of these far-left news organizations care. The real conservatives don't care because it doesn't affect no rhino republic, actually maybe some rhinos, but no normal conservative American, hardworking American is going to switch their vote to Kamala because Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney decided to vote for Kamala Harris.
They came out, Dick Cheney or somebody spoke for Dick Cheney and said, yeah, he's voting for her as well. It's like, great. Especially as like a constitutional conservative, right? I mean, does Kamala even claim to believe in the Constitution? I don't even, haven't they ditched that whole thing?
I think they're like pretty outspoken about the fact that
they
don't care about it.
Yeah. But let's think about this. Now, let's go into why the Democrats love this and they think this is so great. The story of this election cycle has been the fact that there have been so many Democrats that have actually switched up on Kamala. You have Tulsi Gabbard, you have RFK Jr., and they've come out adamantly supporting. They've done podcasts, they've done events, they've done all these things with Trump. So the right has RFK Jr. and a Kennedy.
Yeah, the right has a Kennedy.
A Kennedy.
That's insane.
And Tulsi Gabbard, who is one of the most popular candidates when she's running for president. In her debates, she went pretty viral. She destroyed Kamala in the debates.
Yeah.
And she switched up. She switched parties to an independent. She's
not a Republican, but she's independent.
To an independent, and she's voting for Trump, and she's endorsing Trump. Mm-hmm. And the left has Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney.
You can have them.
Yeah, you can. We're fine. Whose policies are like the most unpopular. Like when you think of the Cheneys, you think of war.
Yeah, endless wars. Yeah,
endless wars, which obviously all Americans are for that.
For sure.
Those independents that the Democrats need to get to vote for them,
they're into endless wars.
They'll be like, yeah, let's send our kids to Ukraine and Taiwan. That's what we want.
I think CBS News might regret ever putting this on the webs. Now they're associating the Democratic Party with endless wars. Nice. They're just saying the quiet part out loud now. Cool. Dick Cheney said, in our nation's 248-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. Oh my gosh.
Listen, guys.
How much is this guy being paid?
Listen, guys. There's
248 years. No one ever? As a constitutional conservative, you look through history over the past 248 years, there is no greater threat to our republic. He uses the word republic, which is accurate, Then Donald Trump. He goes on. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He can never be trusted with power again. As citizens, we each have a duty to put country above partisanship, to defend our Constitution. That is why I will be casting a vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
I mean, do you remember how peaceful the streets of Minnesota were in 2020?
And then Harris said she's proud to have the support of Vice President Cheney and deeply respects his courage to put country over party. Quote. That was a quote.
Right.
Okay, so now, like, Harris is like, sweet, we love endless wars. Wonderful.
There's an epidemic out there of this disease that we call Trump derangement syndrome. We don't know if it's clearly in there. They're proving that it's genetic.
Yeah, I believe
the Cheneys. It's a genetic disease, I guess.
It's actually going to be added to the next edition of the DSM.
Trump derangement syndrome will make you vote for Kamala as somebody who claims to be a constitutional conservative, because obviously, again, she's a champion of those things. So, lesson to be learned: don't listen to people who are stupid and make no sense and are some of the most unliked people by both parties in Washington, D.C. And don't let the media all of a sudden switch up and act like this is such a great and holy
momentum
thing.
Shift.
Yeah.
For like, this is their version of RFK and Tulsi Gabbard.
And
because,
it is not even
we needed
close.
someone. Like, we need someone to switch up and endorse Kamala.
Yeah. She's probably getting some nice Raytheon and Boeing contracts after this or something. I don't know, to quote my friend Vivek Ramaswamy. But anyway, the Republican Party is done with the Nikki Haley's of the world, and Nikki Haley also endorsed Trump, by the way, which is very interesting. The Republican Party is done with the Nikki Haley's, the Dick Cheneys, and the warmonger. Let's get the warmonger out of the Republican Party. I think America's kind of like done with that.
Oh yeah.
So, lesson to be learned from this is that Trump derangement syndrome will make you do crazy things. Also, some military contracts potentially as well, for when we go to war with Ukraine and Taiwan and probably the rest of the world if Kamala Harris becomes president. Assuredly.
Wonderful. Well, let's not speak that over. Let's not declare that, no word of faith. We don't need to go
Declare
word of faith.
Decree.
Declare and decree. Don't need a word of faith it up in here. Some lore for all of you Christian libertykes out there.
But anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Libertykes is our pet name. Either Liberty Kids or Libertykes. Comment down below which one you prefer. We are open to suggestions.
Correct. We're working on our branding, our advertising. Some say that has to be better. But anyway, Trump has our endorsement. And honestly, I think the Sons of Liberty endorsement probably has just about as much weight as Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney. So
we might have a little bit more.
Well, based off of the weight of my partner in crime over here, I think we might be holding some more weight. So
it's all water weight. Don't worry.
That weight will be released when the flow of mail-in ballots comes in for Kamala Harris on November 6th or 7th, maybe even the 8th if they are still counting by then.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in real quick. My name is Sam.
My name is Hunter.
And we are actually not the Sons of Liberty because this is not a podcast.
This is not in our official capacity.
This is not in our... Thanks for watching. Tune in next time, and God bless.